Alrighty, boys, we're bringing back Fortunately, Unfortunately. Fortunately, Kush is not here, so there's no rogue characters in this one.
That's huge.
There's also no Raid getting irate halfway through.
Well, he could at us, to be honest.
He probably will.
It's a bit worrying because now, actually, will this even work that we have 3 people? Because you'll just be switching.
Exactly. Add spice to the game.
This will be a lot harder than last time.
All right. We'll start us off, and Manny, you can be the first one off the rank. Game is simple. I'm going to give us a prompt, and then I'm going to throw it to either one of you guys, and you guys will have to continue the story with a sentence, but it will have to start with fortunately, and then after that we'll alternate with unfortunately, fortunately, and so on and so forth.
Sounds good.
Until one of us can no longer continue the story. So, first one, we went to the zoo.
Fortunately, all the animals I wanted to see were at this zoo.
Unfortunately, I had no one to go with.
Fortunately, you can go to the zoo by yourself.
Unfortunately, everyone there was in a group.
Fortunately, I have 0 social anxiety. I'm actually a bit of a narcissist.
Unfortunately, I like to go in the nude.
Fortunately, no one was looking at my 12-inch schlong.
Unfortunately, there was a policeman there arresting me for indecent exposure.
Fortunately, he was my cousin, so he didn't mind.
Unfortunately, he wanted me to suck him off to get free.
Oh my God. Are you serious? Fortunately, I did it.
Unfortunately, he finished in my face.
Fortunately, I was able to return to the zoo after that experience.
Unfortunately, a child saw and was a bit traumatized.
Fortunately, he wanted a taste, so I gave him a lick.
Stop, no, this is stopping right here.
I cannot continue
No,
that.
next prompt, please. That took a weird turn.
All right, next one is I have a plane to catch, and we'll start with Euro.
Fortunately, I'm running on time.
Unfortunately, I don't know where this plane goes.
Fortunately, my partner does.
Unfortunately, she was wrong.
Fortunately, we still ended up at the right airport.
Unfortunately, I will have to kill her for that mistake.
Fortunately, I'm a bloodthirsty murderer, and that will not be an issue.
Unfortunately, I am currently on the chase.
Fortunately, I'm in the wrong city, so they won't catch me.
Unfortunately, that city is 10 minutes from where you currently reside.
Fortunately, this plane will get me halfway across the world.
Unfortunately, fuck yeah. No, I got nothing.
It's a tough one.
That's
It's a tough one.
That's
All
a
right.
tough one. All right. Next one, and we'll go back to you, Manny, and then we'll jump to me. There's a bit of a change. We'll
Absolutely.
toss it up a bit. All right. The prompt is, I have a test tomorrow.
Fortunately, I am good at mathematics.
Unfortunately, it's an English exam.
Fortunately, I have the essay written on my hand.
Unfortunately, they wash your hands before you enter the exam.
Okay.
Fortunately, I've also written it on my massive schlong.
No, Seth, please
Mate,
stop.
continue. You don't have to completely go off that.
Unfortunately, my definition of massive is severely exaggerated.
Fortunately, it is only a 10-minute exam.
Unfortunately, I haven't prepared for that either.
Fortunately, I've already passed the year, so I don't actually need to do this exam.
Unfortunately, my parents really want me to do well on this specific exam.
This exam is
This is really important.
really important. Just want to
10-minute
iterate.
exam is really important.
Fortunately, I plan to become a labourer, so English is actually not that important. Just slam some tradies out there.
Unfortunately, the labourers work in Arabic, so I need to learn that language.
Fortunately, my Arabic exam is next week.
Unfortunately, I haven't prepared for that either.
Fortunately, my dad is fluent in Arabic, and he will sit it for me.
Oh, unfortunately, my nose is bleeding.
Oh,
I'm out.
All right, next one, and we'll go to Ro next, and then we'll go that way. I won $1 million in the lottery.
Fortunately, I have friends to share around with.
Unfortunately, I need to pay 80% tax on that lottery win.
Fortunately, I plan to move to Panama where there's no tax.
Unfortunately, there is no planes to Panama from Sydney direct.
Fortunately, I can actually go to the Bahamas.
Unfortunately, there are again no planes, so I'll have to take a boat.
Oh, I'm not going to go for Australia. Actually, I'm trying to figure out all the tax-free countries. Liechtenstein, the next one. Fortunately, I love tax, and I would be happy to pay it in Sydney.
Good man.
Unfortunately, this year's tax is going straight to the government's pockets.
As opposed to other years where it doesn't. Fortunately, this is all tax-free money, so let's get off the topic of tax for fuck's sake.
All right. Unfortunately, that $1 million is actually in yen, so it's not worth as much as I thought.
Fortunately, I have a good deal on trading yen for Bitcoin.
Unfortunately, I have to sell a lot of hentai for that.
Fortunately, I have a lot of hentai to sell for that.
Unfortunately, I have to sell it on the black market, given the content of the hentai.
Fortunately, there is a good market for that.
Unfortunately, I don't actually know what the black market is or whether it exists or how to access it.
Fortunately, I make money off other ways.
Unfortunately, those ways include using my asshole.
Fortunately, I'm out of that job now and I have new ways to making money.
Unfortunately, those new ways have failed and I might have to go back into that into that stream of work.
Fortunately, I enjoy having my asshole being used.
Unfortunately, it's frowned upon in society these days.
Fortunately, society is changing and is more accepting of these ways of living.
Unfortunately, my parents are not.
Fortunately, I don't have parents that I love.
Unfortunately, the foster parents that I do love are on their deathbed.
Fortunately, once they're gone, I can use their assholes as well.
Unfortunately, they're actually 25 years old and have 75 years left to live.
Fortunately, I have ways of making that 75 years shorter.
Oh, ominous.
Say fortunately.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, those methods also include using their assholes.
Seni, there's more to life.
I'm desperately trying to get off the topic.
I'm trying to tee up
keeps
to
bringing it
move
back.
away from it as well.
So what am I up to, fortunately?
Yeah.
Okay. Nah, done. Sorry, can't back that up.
All right. Last one for the day. Everyone get your scripts up. All right, boys, one more round. I'll sit this one out because I'm currently obsessed with asses and you guys are not enjoying that whatsoever.
I don't like it.
But I'll give you a prompt and then I'll throw it to Ro and then it's all you, baby. All right, so last one, boys. You are $10,000 in buy now, pay later debt.
Fortunately, it's all in yuan.
Unfortunately, it has a crazy high interest rate.
Fortunately, that rate is going down.
Unfortunately, the banks told you they're not going to pass that on to you.
Fortunately, downloaded the app WeMoney.
Unfortunately, Rowie, I don't know what that is.
Sorry. Well, fortunately, WeMoney helps me budget and save.
Unfortunately, that's all well and good, but I want to keep track of my loans, buddy.
Fortunately, WeMoney does that too.
Oh, wow. Unfortunately, I also have crypto that's spread across multiple wallets.
Well, fortunately for you, once again, WeMoney can link all your crypto accounts like Binance and CoinSpot in one spot for easy tracking.
I don't think there's any more unfortunate points that I can raise.
So you're out.
I think I'm out, bro.
Alrighty, boys. So, yes, that was an ad subtly disguised as a fortunately, unfortunately.
Subtle, not so subtle.
But if you're from Australia, have a listen. If you're from the US, you can skip because actually I don't think it works.
No,
for the
listen to
US.
it anyway, though.
Listen to it. Give us feedback on it.
Dare I suggest listen, and if you like what we have to say, hit up WeMoney and say you want it in your country or territory.
In the US, exactly. But look, WeMoney, it's a financial wellness platform aimed at helping Australians manage their financial lives. Heaps of people we know at the moment have crazy debt with like Afterpay, buy now, pay later services, basically getting themselves into some proper issues. But WeMoney, essentially what it does, right? It helps you track your financial accounts in one place, like your bank accounts, crypto, superannuation, all that sort of stuff. And then you can also view and track their credit scores. Use the debt tracker to keep track of your loans, and you have access to a powerful community of like-minded individuals also, struggling to get past their debt, working towards financial freedom.
So many features.
So download WeMoney, give it a go. If that's something you want to have a look at, a view of all your money in one spot, because I have like 6 different accounts, right? I don't know how much my net worth is, but if it all was consolidated in one area, I'd love it. Have a go at WeMoney. Tell us what you think.